Several AFL clubs are close to signing up to a new system designed to help them monitor more closely what players get up to on social media.
The program won't be able to stop inappropriate exchanges, but it will alert clubs to content which could potentially damage their brand and, importantly, lucrative sponsorship deals. Kate Tozer reports.
Aside from the lucky few finalists, the season's over for most teams, and that brings with it the chance to unwind and celebrate, often very publicly, on social media.
It's that generation of young person who's coming along now, sees the social media space as very much part of what they do, and to them, they're often living their lives inside their iPhone, and unfortunately it is creating quite a lot of problems for employers.
Peter McMillan is one of 3 Melbourne-based private investigators, all former police officers, who have developed a program called Checker, which monitors Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Google+. It reports the use of trigger words in posts, messages or tweets which contain inappropriate content or references to things like alcohol, drugs and sex.
We assess that and determine whether or not it's offensive potentially or of concern to the employer.
The real-time checker alerts give club officials the chance to consider their response and develop a strategy to deal with a potential public relations crisis.
All right, what did he do over the weekend?
Just the usual tweets, footy season's over and Twitter's increased as per normal.
Haven't they spoken to him yet?
Not that I'm aware of, but this was this morning, so...
The company's negotiating with several AFL clubs to introduce the program, under which players would be made aware their social media accounts are being scrutinised. But the AFL Players Association is against footballers handing over personal usernames and passwords.
Adopting tools or proactive measures which seek to, monitor the use of social media, I think, undermines that sense of trust and confidence.
The increased use of Twitter and Instagram in particular among young players has led to mobile phone bans at training sessions and enforced no tweeting periods. Some coaches admit they just don't get it.
I can't believe that players would want to be on Twitter and would want to be on Facebook.
An AFL player doesn't give up his own personal identity when he signs on to be a player of a particular club.
It's almost as if they haven't thought much about what they're sending until it's too late and it's gone and it's out there.
Of course, it's not only AFL players who have found themselves in trouble over misguided musings. Swimmers at the London Olympics were criticised for allowing smartphones to take their mind off the game.
Our advice to our athletes is, resist this sort of temptation and get on with what you need to do and getting yourself ready. This is the Olympics.
Social media monitoring isn't a new concept. It's used in different codes in the US, particularly in college team sports. And there's also interest from corporations wanting to keep a closer eye on employees.
It has appeal in the wider corporate market, where, for example, an employee might be tempted or, without thinking, might send intellectual property out that belongs to the employer, and that of itself might create a few problems.